Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right, folks. It's a wild time in the NFL, and the buzz around the NFC East is hotter than ever. But what's really grabbing everyone's attention right now is the speculation swirling around a potential blockbuster move that could shake up the entire division. The Giants trading for Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, you heard that right. Garrett, the absolute beast of a defensive end, might be swapping the shores of Cleveland for the bright lights of New York. And if it happens, it could be a game changer for the Giants' defense, which, let's be honest, has been a major area of concern this season. Let's take a step back and really look at the context here. The Browns are sitting at a disappointing 3-12, already out of playoff contention, and sources are indicating that they're ready to shake things up, especially after a tough season that's seen their defense leak points at an alarming rate, an average of 28. 5 points per game, which ranks among the worst in the league. Their offensive line has struggled mightily, allowing 45 sacks so far, and with a salary cap hit of around $22 million, Cleveland is clearly looking to rebuild, especially in the aftermath of their struggles with Deshaun Watson. It's no secret they're prioritizing cap space and youth development, and Garrett, a 30-year-old superstar, might be the sacrificial lamb in that rebuild. From the Giants' perspective, this move is tantalizing. They're sitting at a tough 2-13, and when you look at their struggles on the defensive line, it's clear they need an injection of elite pass rush talent. Injuries have decimated their depth, especially along the defensive line, with players like Davidson sidelined with a concussion. Adding Garrett could instantly elevate their pass rush, which has been underwhelming all season. The idea is that Garrett, with his proven production, could bring a massive boost. And let's be honest, the Giants' defense needs that disruptive force, especially against strong division rivals like the Eagles and Cowboys, who have been piling up yards and points. Now, why would Cleveland consider trading Garrett? Well, the Browns are reportedly in a rebuild mode, especially after finishing the season at 3-12, a far cry from expectations when they acquired Watson. Rumors suggest that Cleveland is prioritizing cap space to sign or trade for other pieces to rebuild their roster, and Garrett's $25 million cap hit is one of the obstacles. They might be looking for future assets, a first-round pick in 2026 and a second-round pick in 2027, as compensation, which could help them accelerate their rebuild. This kind of deal would free up cap space and bring in younger talent on the defensive front, which is a big focus for Cleveland right now. What would the Giants gain from this? Well, a lot. Garrett isn't just a good player, he's a game wrecker. In 2025 alone, he's been an absolute menace on the field, logging 24 sacks, which leads the league, and a pass rush grade of 93. 2, according to PFF, also tops in the NFL. His overall grade is 92. 7, ranking second among all defenders, and he's been a force against the run and in pass coverage. His pressure rate is historic, with pressures totaling 231 pressures in his career, and he's been an absolute nightmare for quarterbacks. You add him to a Giants defense that's been missing that game-changing presence, and suddenly, the secondary, even with injuries like Galston's neck issues, has a better chance to succeed because opposing quarterbacks will be under constant pressure. The potential impact is enormous. Experts believe that Garrett could add around 15 sacks to the Giants' total, pushing their pass rush to new heights. His presence alone could help reduce rushing yards allowed, which currently stands at about 4.8 yards per carry, 30th in the league. With Garrett lining up on the edge, that number could drop significantly, giving the defense a much-needed boost in stopping the run and forcing opponents into more predictable passing situations. His ability to generate pressures and create turnovers could turn the tide of games, helping the Giants stay competitive and maybe even push for a playoff push in the second half of the season. Now, of course, skeptics are going to point out a few concerns. First, the cost. Garrett's cap hit is hefty, and the Giants would be taking on a significant financial commitment. Plus, Cleveland's rebuild is real, and they might be motivated to get the best possible return, which could include future draft picks and young players. The Giants, on the other hand, are trying to be smart with their cap and avoid overpaying for a rental. But if the price is right, adding Garrett could be a no-brainer. Another factor is the injury history. Garrett has missed a game here and there, but overall, he's been remarkably durable. His presence would elevate the entire defense, making it more disruptive and difficult for offenses to operate. Looking further into the bigger picture, this move could resonate beyond just fixing the pass rush. It could be a signal that the Giants are all in this season, trying to make a serious push for the playoffs. The NFC East is competitive, with the Eagles and Cowboys fielding strong rosters, but adding a player like Garrett could tilt the scales in their favor. It's about building a defense that can get after the quarterback, force turnovers, and give the offense more opportunities to score. The Giants have been leaning on their offensive talent, but a dominant defense can often be the difference maker in close games, especially late in the season when playoff spots are on the line. And when you think about the history of Garrett, it's clear he's a player who can change the course of a season. His 124, 5 career sacks, pressures of 231, and his ability to produce game-changing plays make him one of the most feared defensive players in the league. His stats in 2025, 24 sacks, a 34.3% win rate in clutch moments, and multiple games with 4 or more sacks, showcase his consistency and ability to take over games when it matters most. For the Giants, having someone of Garrett's caliber could be the missing piece that finally turns their defense into an elite unit, capable of competing with the best teams in the league. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and trades of this magnitude always come with risks. But considering Cleveland's rebuild, their desire to shed cap space, and the potential for Garrett to be a difference maker, it's not out of the realm of possibility. For Giants fans, it's an exciting prospect, a move that could help them finally break through and make a real playoff run, maybe even contend for a Super Bowl. The Giants have historically been a team that can rebound quickly, and adding a player like Garrett could be the catalyst for a new era of success. Now let's talk about the odds and the current betting landscape. If this trade happens, it would definitely boost the Giants' chances of making noise in the postseason. Bookmakers already see them as underdogs, with the Super Bowl odds moving from plus 2,000 to plus 1,000 if they land Garrett. That's a huge jump, reflecting how much a player of his caliber can influence a team's fortunes. Plus, the trade itself has been a hot topic among bettors, with initial odds of plus 150,000 now climbing to plus 2,000, showing the cautious optimism, but also some skepticism from the betting community. Browns fans are skeptical too, given their rebuild plans, but for Giants fans dreaming of a deep playoff run, this could be the move that turns everything around. Looking toward the future, a move like this isn't just about winning a few games, it's about setting a new tone for the franchise. Garrett, with his leadership and elite talent, could be that cornerstone piece that inspires the defense and elevates the team to new heights. And if the Giants can turn around their season with his help, it could be the start of a sustained period of success, echoing the Watt eras where a dominant pass rusher transformed defenses and helped lead teams to Super Bowls. The Giants are in a window where they need to capitalize on opportunities, and acquiring Garrett might be just that, a strategic, bold move that aligns with their vision of returning to the top. So fans, keep an eye on this story. The NFL is a league of surprises, and sometimes the biggest shakeups happen when you least expect it. If the Giants pull off this trade, it could be one of the most significant moves in recent franchise history, setting them up for a serious run in the coming seasons. It's an exciting time to be a Giants supporter, and I know we're all eager to see what the future holds. The defense, the playoff push, maybe even a shot at the Super Bowl, all of that could hinge on a single trade. And Myles Garrett's potential arrival in Big Blue is shaping up to be one of the most talked-about stories of the NFL offseason. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news.